Ben and Tun Tun, home is where the heart is. That evening, after dinner, Ben curled up on his familiar pillow, while Tun Tun crawled out from the corner under the fridge. Ben looked up at Tun Tun with curiosity and asked, "Do you have any new stories to tell me today, Tun Tun?" Tun Tun smiled, his eyes sparkling as he remembered his recent adventure. He began to speak with excitement. "Ben, you won't believe it, but last week I had an amazing adventure at my cousin Gecko's house. He lives outside in the garden, high up in the trees, freely jumping around under the sunlight and catching food right off the fresh green leaves. Life outside is so different and incredibly exciting." Ben's ears perked up with interest. "Wow, that sounds amazing. What did you do there? Were you scared at all?" Tun Tun shook his head and laughed. "Not at all. I loved it. Every morning, the warm sunlight would shine through the leaves, and my cousin and I would run all over the garden, chasing insects like butterflies and grasshoppers. The space was vast, cool, and filled with lush plants, like a little forest. My favorite part was when Gecko led me up onto the wet rocks, where we'd sunbathe on large leaves or hide under wildflowers. It felt so free, so comfortable." Ben's eyes lit up with excitement. "Wow, outdoor life sounds like a dream. So, why did you come back?" Tun Tun paused for a moment, looking at Ben before saying, "Life in the garden is really exciting, but it's also full of danger. One day I was chasing a fly when suddenly a huge bird swooped down. I was so scared I ran as fast as I could into the grass, my heart pounding. Then there was a day when it rained heavily, and the raindrops felt like marbles falling down, heavy and cold. I started to miss the safety of my little corner under the fridge, where I didn't have to worry about birds or sudden storms." Ben nodded, beginning to understand Tun Tun's concerns. "That sounds terrifying. How did you feel when you got back home?" Tun Tun smiled, his voice softer now. "When I returned and crawled back into my spot under the fridge, it felt like being in my own little house. Here, there are no lurking dangers, and there's always food, thanks to the bits of rice you leave for me. Here, I feel peaceful and cozy. At night, I can hear your soft breathing while you sleep, and the warm voices of your family talking. Although life outside is beautiful, I've realized that the best place for me is here, where I feel safe and at home." Ben listened, feeling a sense of connection. He said to Tun Tun, "You know, I think the same way. Life outside sometimes looks exciting, but home is still the place that makes me feel safest and happiest." Tun Tun nodded, smiling in agreement with Ben. The two little friends, one a kitten and the other a lizard, lay side by side, talking about the small joys in life, enjoying the comfort of familiar moments. While adventures can be exciting, they both understood that there's no place like their beloved